A bit of a follow-up. Then we've got Chris Lanaway, in the bad state of the bike industry right now. Do you think we're about to see a big shake-up?
Wow. Dude, it was actually... that was going to be my lunch and learn, was going to be bike industry struggle. So what have we got? Because I was...
What are we dealing with?
What are we dealing with? So we've got Sigma, I don't know what it's called. Signa Sports has gone into administration, or Chain Reaction Wiggle have
caught up in that as they're owned by that holding group. Yeah, for sure. But what we're seeing, I think, here is the downturn of well, it's like the COVID knock-on effect, I think.
Yes.
So the bike industry obviously did go through a huge boom through COVID. People were buying bikes, they were going outdoors, they couldn't do the regular day-to-day going shopping, looking at bullshit in windows.
Yeah.
So they bought bikes, they started going outdoors. Obviously then bike manufacturers got hustled into ordering more stock, manufacturers made more product. The knock-on effect now is that bike brands have bikes they can't sell. Shops then have bikes they can't sell, and it's just this flurry down effect of people being sat on stock and having cash tied up, and unfortunately having to go into receivership and stuff like that. I think that's a relatively good summary.
Yeah, I think that's a really
and
good
I think
summary.
You said something really interesting last night about all this, that you said, you know, you don't know if it's just the noise, like you don't... How did you put it? You put, I don't know, I'll throw you under the bus, but like you said something along those lines that was super interesting.
Well, I don't know. I think what I was... I can't remember what I said, but I think it was like, how much is just noise?
Yeah.
Because I agree that something's happening, and like people have had... I think a big part of the problem is like people have had outside investment. So when something booms, you get like these outside investors, they see on a graph, they just continue that line. And so it's so difficult to order in advance. If you try and...
I think people won't know that, and you'll know, like with a bike brand or whatever, if you're going to spec a bike for 2025, you're ordering parts for 2025, probably 6 months ago.
I could never do, like, sales forecasting is the most terrifying thing ever.
Yeah.
For me, that I would hate that, having money tied up in things. So I really feel for people, especially when you've got pressure from an investor, because they're like, what are you doing? You need to order more. You're selling it too easy.
Yeah.
What are you doing? So a lot of these companies that have like boomed and got investment and really been on the right track quickly end up just like,
Yeah, we've got a few casualties, haven't we, unfortunately? And that's obviously having then this knock-on effect now of race teams pulling out of, or teams pulling out of going to races, and
which is a shame.
Yeah, and again, I don't know enough about it. Like, I see a few angles of this, obviously having this and then Hook It as the distribution company and speaking to bike shops quite often. And it is quite doom and gloom out there. And one thing we can do, and I probably should have said this actually on the last question, to help the bike industry, is go to your local bike shop.
Yeah,
that's the biggest thing, actually.
It is.
I actually feel embarrassed I didn't say that and came up with some bullshit thing about cycling to school. Like, if you're listening to this or watching or whatever and you like bikes, go hang out at your local bike shop. Like,
we can just cut the clip, because I do completely agree. Yeah. We can cut the clip and then make it like we've both done really good answers.
Yeah.
Go to your local bike shop.
Go to your local bike shop. Go support them. If you don't need anything, go down. Don't just hang out there, because they need to be doing other stuff. But maybe take a fucking crate of beer in. Just go hang. Like, go take them a snack.
There, though.
You can, not all.
If you're a dick,
you're really lucky. You got some great ones.
If you're like if you have a bad personality, don't hang out there.
No, don't hang out there.
Like,
but go support your local bike shop. Like, hopefully that is what we do see with maybe some of these bigger online corporates not being around. Insurgence of people going back to the local bike shop and not just price hunting online, which would really be the dream.
I've always heard people say,
really,
and I think it's always stuck with me, is vote with your wallet.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So every single time you make a purchase, it's an opportunity to.
Yeah.
Oh, I tell you what, I'm weird as anything. We used to go to this sandwich shop next to DMR. That I'd always go there, get a salad every day, and became friends with all the there was loads of ladies in there. They're great fun. They're really nice, as long as you were buying sandwiches from there. Anyway, I went over to the Co-op opposite and I bought a drink. I wanted a drink, and then I came in to get my sandwich, and she had a go at me about drinking the drink on the premises, and I was just like, come on, you've only got Coca-Cola or Rio. I wanted something different.
Yeah.
And I'm a valued customer. Like, it really irritated me, because I was like, over my life, the amount of money I have spent and I'm gonna spend, is so much. And then like,
Interesting.
so anyway, I've never been there since because she talked to me really badly, and I was just like, I'm not going to vote with my money.
Yeah.
And then I am going to vote with my money, sorry. And then I heard something about McDonald's policy. They teach staff, I could be completely wrong on this, but it was just a story and I thought it was cool. They were like, treat each customer like they're worth 40 grand because over their lifetime, they are worth to McDonald's 40 grand.
Interesting.
So you have to treat them like they're worth 40 grand of
They're
business. No, they're not in that instant.
Not to me, they're not.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But I thought that was an
doesn't
interesting
got
way
around.
of putting it, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's a really good way of putting it.
Like, what are you worth to a bike shop if you're a regular customer?
Dude, so true.
Yeah,
100 grand if you stay into bikes for years.
It's actually insane, isn't it?
That's so true. Great way of looking at it.
Every cassette you get.
Buy a bike.
How much is a cassette?
3-4 grand.
I love the way I named the one part of my bike that I have to buy. It's so pathetic. Cassettes are so much money.
Go support your local bike shop, folks. Please.
Too right.
Go support your local bike shop. Maybe you can get some Ride Companion merch from there.
Great answer, Davey.
Thank you.
And a great question.
Yeah, Doug.
Lewis Craig, do you think we'll still have world level enduro racing in 3 years' time?
God, this
or
one's
only
hard, dude.
EDR?
This is taking some thinking about today. Did you enjoy this clip? If so, please like and subscribe. The full episode is available by hitting one of the links on the screen right now, or type the Ride Companion into your favourite podcast app. We've even put links in the show description for you. Cheers!